folks are usually about as happy as they make their minds up to be. America will never be destroyed from the outside. If we falter and lose our freedoms, it will be because we destroyed ourselves. Nearly all men can stand adversity, but if you want to test a man's character, give him power. Those who deny freedom to others deserve it not for themselves. Freedom is the last, best hope of earth. Any people anywhere, being inclined and having the power, have the right to rise up, and shake off the existing government, and form a new one that suits them better. This is a most valuable, a most sacred right, a right, which we hope and believe, is to liberate the world. As I would not be a slave, so I would not be a master. This expresses my idea of democracy. Elections belong to the people. It's their decision. If they decide to turn their back on the fire and burn their behinds, then they will just have to sit on their blisters. Let's have faith that right makes might, and in that faith let us, to the end, dare to do our duty as we understand it. 77 years ago our fathers brought forth on this continent, a new nation, conceived in liberty, and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Do not destroy that immortal emblem of humanity, the Declaration of Independence. I have never had a feeling, politically, that did not spring from the Declaration of Independence that all should have an equal chance. This is the sentiment embodied in the Declaration of Independence. I would rather be assassinated on this spot than surrender it. I have always thought that all men should be free, but if any should be slaves, it should be first those who desire for themselves, and secondly those who desire it for others. Whenever I hear anyone arguing for slavery, I feel a strong impulse to see it tried on him personally. Our government rests in public opinion. Whoever can change public opinion, can change the government, practically just so much. I intend no modification of my oft-expressed wish that all men everywhere could be free. And then, the Negro being doomed, and damned, and forgotten, to everlasting bondage, is the white man quite certain that the tyrant demon will not turn upon him too? The philosophy of the schoolroom in one generation will be the philosophy of government in the next. Character is like a tree and reputation like a shadow. The shadow is what we think of it, the tree is the real thing. How many legs does a dog have if you call his tail a leg? 4. Saying that a tail is a leg doesn't make it a leg. No man has a good enough memory to be a successful liar. You can fool all the people some of the time, and some of the people all the time, but you cannot fool all the people all the time. You cannot escape the responsibility of tomorrow by evading it today. I am a slow walker, but I never walk back.
Common-looking people are the best in the world, that is the reason the Lord makes so many of them. Upon this subject of education, not presuming to dictate any plan or system respecting it, I can only say that I view it as the most important subject which we as a people can be engaged in. I am rather inclined to silence, and whether that be wise or not, it is at least more unusual nowadays to find a man who can hold his tongue than to find one who cannot. Human action can be modified to some extent, but human nature cannot be changed. The struggle of today is not altogether for today. It is for a vast future also. You can tell the greatness of a man by what makes him angry. Do I not destroy my enemies when I make them my friends? Whenever I hear anyone arguing for slavery, I feel a strong impulse to see it tried on him personally. You are ambitious, which, within reasonable bounds, does good rather than harm.